Hey everybody! Today we're going to be making a spinach calzone pizza, which is a Calabrese recipe, and it has been a highly requested video from all of my high school friends that used to come over. Everybody loves this pizza, it's absolutely delicious, and we are finally making a video to share the recipe with you guys. So if you would like to see how it's made, keep watching.
Hi everybody, as always I like to start by showing the ingredients. So for this particular recipe we need pizza dough. Now normally people make it from scratch. I found a shortcut. So if you go to any grocery store, they have frozen pizza dough, or they have a fresh pizza dough also that looks like this somehow. I got two pieces here so that you can check the two different ways that this pizza looks. If it is like this, it's normally left in the refrigerator aisle, and then you have to bring it at home, and if you don't cook it right away, then you have to freeze it. This was frozen when I bought it, and I took it out last night. I left it in the fridge, and about 2 hours before I was ready to cook it, I took it out of the fridge and I let it rise, and this is the way it should look. So this is very important to basically start with. Okay, and then I show you how I prepare it. Then we need shredded mozzarella and olive oil, and then for the seasoning for the spinach, we need either onions, and peppers is optional, but normally to saute the spinach you might need either onions, or if you want to do it the fast way, because the onions take a little longer to saute, they have to become tender. So when you are in a hurry and you have kids that you have to feed and you are working, you are welcome to choose the other option, which is the garlic. Now if you are not in a hurry and you have time, my choice, especially in the summer, I tend to do, in the summer I have more time, my kids are at home, there is no much stress with schedule, so I try to do it with the onions. Now the onions, I already cut one onion. I prefer the red onions normally because they are tender and they cook much faster. Now when I do it with the onions, I always choose peppers to saute with. Now you can choose either...
Speak louder. You
can choose either red peppers or orange or yellow, any colorful pepper. I choose not to use the green pepper. For me, the more colorful the pepper, the more flavor it has. So I tend to stay with this kind of colors. Now, when you do this, you can also use sausage along with it. My mom is Calabrese and she uses sausage in any recipe. So she sautés onions, peppers, and then she puts hard salami, either hard salami chopped in little tiny pieces or fresh sausage as well. Now in this case I don't have sausage, so I'm just gonna do it with the onions and the peppers. And the way you start, you put about 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil in a skillet, and you let the flame go very high for a few seconds, and then you pour the onions and the peppers. Okay, while this is sauteing gradually, because they have to become tender, so as I mentioned before, this takes a little bit more time, but overall it's about less than 30 minutes to make this recipe. It's very, very simple. While that cooks, I want to prepare my dough. In the meantime, I took out this frozen spinach, which I didn't have it before, so I want to show you. They have to be possibly in large chunks. stay away from buying those very small packaged spinach. They are like in a little square, and when you open them, it's all water and there is very little content in there. But if you remain with this style of wrapping that is in a large bag, this comes in a bag of 3 actually. I buy it at BJ, and they are 3 in a large box, in a large bag. It's really a bag. So I take one, and I use basically the whole package for one pizza, one large. I advise everybody to invest in a stone dish to make pizza. It's just wonderful. The flavor and the cooking most resembles to the brick oven pizza that you buy. The flavor changes completely. And then what you want to do, you drizzle with olive oil. It's very important, so that then when you put the pizza over, it will not stick, but it will just glide. And that's pretty much what the idea is here. So while I do that, I know that this is almost ready. So I cut the spinach. You don't have to throw this pretty much. This spinach in a bag, they are pretty good in terms of not retaining water, so they are really good. And they are in big chunks as well, instead of being little pieces. And now you just blend it together. Then you let it cook for about 15 minutes, high flame, by turning it. You can also cover it if you want. That will make sure that it sets much faster as well. And you put a little salt to your liking, about 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. Okay. I boil it, pretty much this is about 1 teaspoon. And I use sea salt. It's very important, it's very flavorful, and it's good for you. This is the dough. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut a little piece, about this much. I'll show you why in a few minutes. Because this is again the Calabrese style calzone pizza, which is much bigger than the normal calzone that you see at the pizza store. So what you do, you have to work with your hands, and you have to make sure that you stretch the dough. Again, this takes a lot of practice, but for a beginner, it will still work fine if you follow these steps. You don't have to be a pizza maker to swivel around in order to stretch the dough. You can do it in gradual steps. The idea is that about 1 pound to 2 pounds of pizza dough will be able to stretch. While you stir, it's important to check for packets that are frozen, so that you know that it takes a few more minutes. Just stir it one more time, and I'm checking for packets, for frozen packets. I don't feel any. I tested for salt. I just added a little bit more salt. And now, of course, for some of you who have watched some of our videos, my secret ingredient, crushed red pepper. This brings a lot of flavor, and it just enhances the spinach. While that still cooks a few more minutes, I prepared the dough with the mozzarella, the shredded mozzarella. Now this is really up to your own preference. You can put as much mozzarella as you like, or as little as you like, because there is enough flavor in the spinach. If you don't want to put mozzarella, you don't have to. Okay, so now that the spinach, the onions and the peppers have sauteed quite well, we just scoop as much or as little as you prefer. And then I show you the next step with the other dough, what you have to do. We are not done yet. Okay, this is the piece that I took out before, and I'm stretching with the same idea as if it were the pizza that I was putting on the stone. But in this case, it's much smaller because there is a reason for it. This goes in the center. And then this is the secret, really, that I think is basically Calabrese style. Not many people do it this way. My mom used to do all the time like this, and I was so impressed because I had no idea how she will make a pizza this big with this round in the middle. So I never really, it was really funny for me to watch her. But look how beautiful the sides are looking right now. See? You will look as a professional if you do with this technique, and it's a very easy technique, and it looks a beautiful spinach pie. So really, it becomes a pie. And as I said, if you want to add also salami, hard dry salami, you would have made it earlier and it would have sauteed inside together with the spinach. Okay, it needs to cook for 40 minutes at a temperature of 395 to 400 degrees. Bake, not broil. So this is the finished product, and as you can see, it's nice and golden, and it's just delicious. I advise to eat it nice and hot when you want to eat this, and if you want to warm it up the day after, you can put it in the fridge and then do not microwave because it will not be nice and crunchy. So you can use a regular oven like that, a little oven, counter oven that you have, and just warm it up at 350 and it's nice and crunchy the day after. So if you enjoy this, let us know. We look forward to your comments, and make sure to check the like button. For more recipes, please leave us a comment. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bon appetit.